One of the most powerful moves you can make as a man is to disappear and level up. Because right now we live in a world where a lot of people are doing a lot of goofy shit for attention. A lot of people are doing a lot of fake stuff for validation, and distractions are at an all-time high. So if you can take a step back and lock in on your goals, lock in on becoming a better version of yourself, you're going to put yourself ahead of the pack, because a lot of people are going to fall off. A lot of people are going to get distracted by the drinks and the girls and the parties and social media and reality TV, or sometimes even your favorite sports teams can throw you off your grind. Your team lost a couple games, now you're feeling down and sad, but you're not even on the team. You're not a professional baller. You need to get out and attack life. You need to go after your goals so you can become a winner, so we can all become winners. Because what I've noticed is every time I've took a step back and I disappeared and I kind of went ghost for a minute and I got in better shape and I made more money and I read more books, I always came back with a different type of mindset. And that mindset has always helped me improve my situation, because a lot of people, believe it or not, will try to sabotage you if you start to do some positive things. Because if you say you're gonna start eating healthier and go to the gym and wake up early, there'll be somebody who's like, why are you doing that? You know, what are you trying to be, a bodybuilder, or you trying to look like an athlete? Or you know, they'll throw these little hater jabs at you, and you kind of just got to bob and weave and be like, nope, I'm staying on my grind, I'm getting in better shape, nope, I got a family, I got a job, I got a career, I got shit I got to do. Health is wealth. And so you're gonna need this mindset if you're an ambitious man, if you're a select man. You're gonna need this type of mindset that you're gonna have to disappear for a minute, and you're gonna have to probably do it multiple times in your life. Not your family, not your friends, because nobody's gonna pay your bills for you. No one's gonna pay your mortgage. If you fall down and you fall off, most of the time you might have one or two close people that help you up, but sometimes some people don't even have that. It's all on you. So don't look at this as like a punishment when you gotta go isolate and get into the lab and put in the work. Look at it as preparation for the next level, because there's a saying, you can't bring everybody with you. And it's a very popular saying because it's very true. If you want to become successful in something, you need to bring like-minded people with you. You can't bring everybody. For example, if you want to become a great piano player and you start taking piano lessons, but your homies over here want to play video games and drink and chase bitches, like, that's not helping you get to become a better piano player. That's a distraction, right? But if you get around people who play music, people who are in an orchestra, people in the bands, people who know how to play the piano, I'm just using it as an example, they'll keep you on track, right? They'll give you advice. They'll encourage you to keep going and keep practicing, to keep getting better and to keep better. So, you got to keep your circle small. And you can't tell everybody what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, because a lot of people will hate on you. A lot of people will doubt you. And that doubt can self-sabotage the whole situation. So what I would suggest you do is focus on building skills, not chasing attention, because skills are something that you can compound on. Read more books, become a better speaker. Whatever job or career you have, can you get more certifications? Can you get more trainings? Can you become a better, at your job? One thing, a conference every year, a training every year, something that they're not asking you to do that you're going out of the way to do. So actually make yourself become better, because then you can start locking in on your finances. You can start locking in on your discipline. You can start locking in on your health. When you make more money, you get in better shape, you feel better, you look better, you feel like you can conquer the world. But a lot of times we are down on ourselves because the money ain't right, we ain't in the best shape, and we start having self-doubt when we want to do something that's very ambitious, or something that's above average. You want to start your own company, you want to build a brand, you want to build a podcast, you want to build a channel, and you think, well, I'm not famous, I don't have all this, and I don't have that, and the people around you are just trying to stay average. They're just trying to stay at the level they're at. Most people are just barely getting by anyway. So when you're a very select man and you're very ambitious, you got to understand that you can't bring everybody with you, right? If you want to become successful, you need successful habits, right? And you're going to have to cut people off. Right? So when you go to the lab, when you get in the shadows and you're putting in the work, I don't want you to come back after you became successful with a revengeful mindset, that I told you I was going to do it, and now you're shitting on people. That's not the vibe. That's not where to go. The goal is to come back better as a better version and show people the way. Yo, man, I read this amount of books on this type of subject. It got me better at this. I've been going to the gym. Now I'm in better shape. Look at me now. I stopped going out here and spending money on that. Now I got better. Now I got a better car. Now I go on better trips. Now I got better clothes. You can show people the way. You don't have to necessarily just get money, level up, just shit on people. I think that's not the way to go. Because what's going to end up happening is you'll fall back down. Something will happen, and the people that you didn't help out and the people that you didn't look out for will be hating on you and shitting on you again. So it'll be a whole new cycle. You got to go ghost and do all stuff again. So try to help people along the way, man. Be an example. If you're a man, you get to a certain age, you got to lead by example, bro. So understand there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be competition. The goal is to be better than you, right? There's this video where Kobe Bryant talks about how you should write down your goals for the day and do those goals. And then at the end of the day, ask yourself, did you get better? If the answer is yes, do it again. If the answer is no, make adjustments and then run it back. So I'm saying, so whatever it is, if it's eating healthy, if it's, going for a walk or going for a run or hitting the gym or working out at home or spending time with some family, whatever it is, if it feels like a win for you, do it again. Try to do it better and do it over and over again. And then eventually the results will show up. So it may take you 3 months. It may take you 6 months. It might take you a year for you to disappear and go ghost. You might have to do it a couple times. I've done it a couple times, and it's always worked out and the best for me. So don't be afraid to cut off haters. Don't be afraid to cut off some of your friends and family if they're not trying to go where you're trying to go. I know it feels bad in the moment, but when you get to that next level, they'll all be asking you for advice. They'll be all asking you for money. They'll all be asking you for tips. So get in the lab, lock in, chase your goals, keep going, never give up. That's the message for today. This your guy L Trey, man. If you like this type of content, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the vibe. Y'all know what to do. I'm up out of here. Peace.